Welcome to the 6th Annual Conference on Visual Impairment and Employment Policy and Practice. Today we're talking about accessible technology for all. Welcome to everybody. I'm Gourgey, and I will kind of be your tour guide for the day. So we'll have no, bad behavior on the bus. Before we do anything, friends, I'd like to request that this morning we take a moment of silence to honor the people in Boston and the people in Texas who are not having the ability to have such a wonderful day that we are right now. I'd ask you to take a moment in a spirit of friendship with them and in solidarity. May we have a moment of silence, please. Thank you very much. I also want to mention that this conference, if you looked at your program, you will see that this conference is dedicated in loving memory to Ms. Louise Trop. Many of you will remember Louise from other years. She was our Director of Volunteers, and she was supposed to be that this conference as well, but she had a stroke in January and was taken from us very, very suddenly. So we're dedicating this event to Louise and her special qualities of hard work and goodness and humor and organization and everything good. You'll be hearing more about Louise at our luncheon today. Now, we have so many people to thank. So I want to make sure that we do that and give the right amount of applause, but I might, just for time, because we've got such a fantastically packed day, I might do these in groups and then, let you have a chance to cheer these guys, and you need to make sure you do cheer them because they're very fabulous. First of all, I want to thank the following people. I want to thank Mike Cush and the Blind Line staff at Visions, who were so helpful again this year with our telephone registration. And Mike is doing double duty this year because he's also going to be a presenter at one of the morning workshops, so that's exciting. And we have to thank our partners, the Metropolitan Placement Consortium, which is all those placement specialists that are working to help you all find jobs. So let's thank those guys. And you'll be hearing more about that in lunch also. Also, this would not have happened without our famous and august Conference Planning Committee. Let's hear it from you guys. And it really wouldn't have happened without both the CCVIP Advisory Board and the CCVIP staff. Let's hear it for all of them. Gus and Lynette and Madeline and our whole board, and you'll meet those guys as we go along. Now, we have a couple of special guests here, perhaps. I do know that we have with us this morning the new Commissioner of the Mayor's Office for People with Disabilities, Commissioner Khaleesi. Are you here, sir? Just holler hello, if you will, so folks know where you are.
Okay, right here.
That'll work. That'll work. And is Irfan Hassan here? Irfan Hassan is with the, if he's not here, I know he's going to be. He's with the New York Community Trust, and they've been a funder and supporter of CCVIP for years, and so I just want definitely to, because that's very important. It's important, very important, as you know. I now want to acknowledge our sponsors for this event, which is quite exciting. Our first sponsor I'd like to mention is a company called Rizicki and Associates. Is Craig Wolfson here? Craig, are you here? You better holler. Well, if he's not here, he's stuck in traffic. But I want to give a big hand to them. They're a platinum sponsor. And Mr. Wolfson is going to be emceeing the employment part, the employment awards when we get those at lunch today. And our next sponsor I'd like to mention is somebody some of you might be just a little bit familiar with, and that's the New York State Commission for the Blind. And we have Associate Commissioner Brian Daniels with us, and you're going to hear from him very shortly. But so that's fab. We're thrilled that the commission has sponsored today. And I also want to tell you that, especially in honor of the workshop that's happening around video descriptive and descriptive TV, another sponsor is the CBS Television Network. And last but not least, the people who provided the lovely breakfast that you've enjoyed, and they'll provide the lunch you'll enjoy, and the reception, are also a sponsor for ours, I believe, for the second year, and that is Hidden City Cafe. Let's hear it for that. I'd like to also take a moment to tell you that you usually would be hearing this year, from Dean David Birdsell from the School of Public Affairs here at the college. They're a sponsor. They've been a supporter of ours for years. Dean Birdsell, unfortunately, just as of last night, let me know that he is at home with pneumonia. So, we've got, and also I need to tell you that Judy Gerber, who's usually here, you'll probably be looking for her. You haven't heard her clarion voice because she's out on a little bit of medical leave. She's doing well. She does a lot from her phone and her computer. So she is present. Beware, But she's physically not with us today. So she's recovering from a little surgery she had, but she's doing great. She'll be back. She'll be back. So, but I do want to introduce to you two people. First, I want to have you hear from the Associate Dean of the division of this college that is our home. And that's the Division of Continuing and Professional Studies. And the reason why I like that is because CCVIP has always been about lifelong learning. And that's what continuing ed is all about. And so I'm very proud and happy to introduce to you, to welcome you on behalf of